Hey everyone. So in today's story, we have Jarvis Jamal Tucker. Jarvis is a 33-year-old black male who was arrested on January 16, 2026. Charge number 1 is for obscene material, distribute, transmit info harmful to minors. Charge number 2, travel to meet after used computer to lure child. Count number 3, engage in human traffic service, person under 18. Charge number 4, use two-way communication device to facilitate felony. So here we have the Pasco County Clerk of Courts names and salaries of all of the employees that work for Pasco County Clerk of Courts. On page number 7, you'll find Jarvis Tucker, Operations Supervisor. He made $67,918.50 per year. Yes, Jarvis Tucker was an employee for the Pasco County Clerk of Courts. And here's the police report, the complaint affidavit. On here it states charge number 1 is human trafficking, engage labor services under 18. This is a felony in the first degree. Bond amount is 0. Charge number 2, electronic transmission, material harmful to minors in state. This is a felony charge in the third degree. Bond is 0. Charge number 3, unlawful use of two-way communication device. This is a felony in the third degree. Bond amount is 0. Charge number 4, traveling to meet minor after computer communication. This is a felony in the second degree. He was given a 0 bond amount. Here's the probable cause statement. On 1/16/2026 at 14:08, your affiant, a sworn detective with the Pasco County Sheriff's Office, conducted an investigation regarding the allegations of child exploitation associated with this case. On January 8, 2026, at approximately 19:30 hours, your affiant conducted an interview with the victim, redacted, who stated the following. The victim had a video on his phone of a Snapchat conversation between the suspect, Jarvis Tucker, and himself. The victim met Tucker online via the Snapchat application sometime in November 2025, when Tucker swiped up on a story the victim posted to the victim's account. Tucker then sent the victim a friend request through the Snapchat Quick Add feature, and the victim accepted the friend request. Tucker and the victim exchanged messages back and forth talking about his outfits, school, and family. The victim said he told Tucker he was only 17 years old, and Tucker said he was okay with that. Your affiant collected and observed a video on the victim's phone, which depicts a Snapchat conversation between the victim and Tucker over an unknown date range. The victim identified the screen name Black Boy as Tucker's screen name on Snapchat. Per Deputy E. Polson, the Snapchat account Blackboy 352, was confirmed by Tucker to be his account. The victim confirmed his Snapchat account, redacted, was his account. The following is a portion of the conversation. The conversation begins with the victim and Tucker talking about hanging out, at which time the victim said he would meet Tucker for some money. The victim asked Tucker, "Can you meet me tomorrow at 5:30 at Westbrook Park? Bring the 100 in cash and ZA and ALC if you really want to." The victim explained ZA and ALC meant marijuana and alcohol. During the conversation, Tucker and the victim go back and forth about why Tucker has to pay to hang out with the victim, and the victim explained, because his time is worth money. During the chat, the victim took a screenshot of the chat and Tucker questioned why the victim took it. The victim and Tucker conversed about a clothed picture sent by the victim to Tucker. The victim asked Tucker, So when I'ma see you, we can meet up today at 5:30 in my neighborhood. Tucker asked, what neighborhood? The victim replied, Westbrook Estates. You gonna bring cash, right? We can do whatever. Tucker asked, what are you trying to do? The victim replied, what you wanna do? Just need the cash. For real, how much can you get? Tucker replied, what do you like doing? I'm down for whatever. I just don't know what you like doing. The victim replied, no butt stuff with me. Like you not putting nothing in me on a bros. Tucker replied with a smiley emoji and, would you put it in me? The victim replied, yeah, how much cash you got? Tucker said, bruh, how much you trying to charge me? The victim said, like 100 depending on what you want to do. Tucker said, suck you, let you nut in me. What you want to do? The victim replied, everything, but that gonna be 250 cash, no BAP. Tucker replied, dang nigga, that's a lot. They need a payment plan. The victim then said, I need cash. When we there, we can work something out though. Tucker asked, you need cash for what, Jit? The victim then deleted the chat. The victim replied, and I gotta help pay rent. I told you, you got Cash App, that's cool too. Tucker asked, what did you delete? Don't save our messages until you are 18. On 12/29/2025, Deputy E. Polson conducted a non-custodial interview with Jarvis Tucker. Deputy E. Polson advised your affiant that Tucker stated he engaged with a known teenager, redacted, later identified as redacted, online via Snapchat for approximately 2 weeks, exchanging explicit images with each other on at least 2 occasions. Tucker admitted to sending a video of him digitally massaging his anus and receiving a picture of redacted, nude from the chest down. On December 22, 2025, Jarvis Tucker stated he agreed to meet with redacted at the Westbrook Estates Park, located at redacted. Your affiant observed surveillance camera footage from the location dated 12/22/2025, which depicts Tucker exiting his silver truck and approaching redacted in an open field. Tucker is observed on surveillance shortly after approaching redacted, engaging in a fight with multiple subjects. Tucker disengages and returns to his vehicle and left the area. So it sounds like he might have got his ass whooped or robbed or something. Based on the facts and circumstances stated above, your affiant has probable cause to believe that Tucker willfully and intentionally violated Florida Statute 787.063, human trafficking, Florida Statute 847.0135, 4A, traveling to meet a minor, Florida Statute 847.0138, transmission of material harmful to minors by electronic device or equipment, and Florida Statute 934.215, unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Tucker did so by engaging in a sexually charged conversation via the Snapchat application where Tucker discusses sexual acts he would like to perform with the victim he perceived to be under 18. Tucker agreed to a fee for these sexual acts and traveled to an agreed upon location to meet the minor victim. Tucker sent an explicit video of himself to the victim, who he perceived to be a minor. On January 16, 2026 at approximately 1400 hours, I made contact with the defendant, Jarvis Tucker, at his residence located at 4436 Clay Street, Zephyr Hills, Florida. Post Miranda, the defendant invoked his rights. I placed Jarvis under arrest for the above listed offenses. He was then transported to the District 2 office by Detective D. Stewart and later transported to the Pasco County Detention Center by Pat 2. This affidavit was written by Debbie Ocasio, number 5709. The next day at his arraignment hearing, he was given a no-contact order. The judge also gave him bonds for each charge. On the human trafficking charge, the judge gave him a $2,500 bond. On the other 3 charges, the judge gave him a $1,000 bond for each charge.